Hello everyone. How's everyone doing today? So, I wanted to talk about real estate. How can we project forward budget? How can we project forward and save? How can we project forward and invest? It's tough because if you're a newer agent, let's say you got 5 years or under, and you have not reached that next level of success, and you're kind of just right there, then it's tough. It's tough to save money. It's tough to invest. It's tough to do all those things. And it's even harder if you're single parent or just single in itself. So what I would recommend is a few things. First things first is, let's say it's the beginning of the year and you know how many transactions you need to live. Write that down. Let that motivate you. Write out your monthly expenses. If your monthly expenses are 4 grand a month, multiply that by 12, you're at $48,000 per year, absolute minimum that you need to live, survive in your household. For some of us, it's more. For some of us, it's less. Figure out that number. Once you figure that number out, divide it by the transactions that you need to sell in order to reach that goal. So do the math. If you have a house that sells at if your average sales are 300,000 and your average commission is 3%, you're gonna get 9 grand. Take away your all your splits from your company, and then let's just say it leaves you with 7 grand. 7 grand. You need to close how many deals to get to 50 grand? Just over seven. So 7 deals is bare minimum what you need to survive. Obviously, the goal would probably be, let's try to do 15, and you're in the green if you're over seven. So very important. You need to. There's other videos that we're gonna have that are gonna support what we need to do on a daily basis to reach and achieve our goals. But for right now, you need to reach financial stability. So let's get that hard work down. Let's let the rubber meet the road. Let's get let's get the income coming in, and let's say that it's mid-year and we're halfway successful. We got 7 deals in the pipe, and or actually, let's just say we have 5 deals closed. 5 deals at 7 grand. That's $35,000. But you're 6 months in, and it costs you 4 grand to live per month. So 4 times 6 is what? I don't know. 4 times 5 is like what? 20 plus 4 is 24 grand. So take away 35. You got just over 10 grand in additional money. So we're in a position where we know that money is only going to last us for July and August, 2 more months. And we don't have anything in escrow. We don't have any solid leads that are ready to go right now. That's the struggle that you'll find with the real estate agent, um, on a constant level, where we're working hard, and we're not getting the results that we want. So what do you do? What do I do? What have I done? Well, obviously, the first thing that I'm going to do, I have 2 children, is I'm going to make sure there's a roof over our head. I'm going to make sure that we have food on our table, and I'm going to make sure that they're taken care of. Anything else is not the most important for me. For you, your situation may be different, but for me, that's my situation. So I'm going to make sure we have food in the refrigerator. I'm going to pay the mortgage, and I'm going to keep working. So that money that I have, I'm not going to invest it in a 401k or something else that's an investment portfolio builder. I'm going to focus on the fundamentals. But we have to work hard, and we have to motivate ourselves. And what's our motivation? Our children, our goals, our vision board. I'll show you my vision board down the road. But I have some things on there that are very, very heartfelt, and when I look at it, I get gritty, and I want to start working hard. Um, so that's what I recommend for you guys, is definitely find the motivation, the why on why you need to close so many deals and what you're doing it for. And don't forget that, and look at it daily. Let me show you something really quickly. This is kind of off script. There is really no script, but in my wallet, look at that. I have my vision board printed small on my wallet. So I know exactly, every time I open my wallet, it reminds me of, hey, are you sure you want to spend your money on this? Don't forget about the kids. Don't forget about your goals, and don't forget about things that are important to me. So I recommend you do that. If you're in a better position where, let's say, you do have income, let's say for example, right now I have a few deals closed. Actually, I have 3 deals closing this week, 2 of which have already closed, one more tomorrow, sorry, today. And I'm gonna have about 35, 40 grand in the bank that's not needed right now. But however, we have to forecast. So I want to make sure I have 4 or 5 months of reserves, um, in there, and I have some deals that are closing next month and the month after that. So with all of that stuff in mind, I have a goal of paying off. I think I have just about 8 grand in credit card debt, 2 of which I just invested into my one of my rental properties, and so that was a little bit unexpected. That was a little bit over budget, but that is what it is. So I have just about 8 grand, sorry, 9 grand in credit card debt, and my goal is with that money that's coming in, is first things first, pay off all my credit card, one shot, just pay it all off. And some people may say, "Oh, that's too risky." Why? I weigh the risk and the reward. For me, I know I have additional income coming in, June and July, and I better work my butt off and continue to work like I don't have deals in the pipeline, to create more deals for the future and finish the summer strong and go into the latter part of the year strong. So my goal is, yeah, put 9 grand out there and pay off all my credit card debt. And yeah, sure, there's a little bit of skin in the game because it's 10 grand. That's a few months worth of reserves, right? For financial security. But I'm tired of paying interest on a pair of socks I bought 4 years ago. I'm tired of it, and I'm gonna. That's my number one goal. I'm gonna show you again. I don't know if you'll see it, but oh yeah, you're not really gonna see it. But right here, there's a little planner thing up here, and then right here there's a little thing that says debt free, debt free. Okay, that's a goal that I've had on my board for a long time, and I'll get really close, and then something will happen, and I'll get really close, and something will happen. But right now, this year is going to be a good year, and I need to get ahead. So if you're in my situation, get the debt and get it gone, and then live on a cash system, or a very, very, very controlled debit card system where you are in control of your finances. Now, God laughs at us sometimes when we have plans and we have aspirations and goals, because sometimes they're not in line with His, and we just have to adapt and then go the route that He asks us to go. But we have to plan. We have to plan. We have to have a strategy. So for me, I'm gonna get debt free. I encourage you guys all to live debt free. Um, and then second is going to be to get ahead, get a reserve of 4 or 5 months reserve of bank money. So I'm gonna have, you know, 4 or 5 grand per month to live, times 4 or 5 months. So 5 times 4 is 20 grand. I'll leave 20 grand in the bank, and that's gonna be put into a savings area. And then the other 10 or 15 grand is what I can live off. And I need to continue to work, continue to grind, continue to build leads, build relationships, and continue to produce. That's That's the direction that I'm heading, and that's the direction that all of you guys should take. Every person has a different situation and is looking through a different filter in life. And I can't tell you that these are the only steps to take, but I will say living a life debt free is a great start. Once you're debt free, then you can explore other options to leverage income, to leverage your finances, and put yourself in a position where you can purchase property or become something that you're not right now. Because multi levels of real estate are very complex and you can make a ton of money, but different sources of income is also a great thought. So something for you to think of. Multi levels of real estate would be property management, if your brokerages allow, being a seller's agent, a buyer's agent. That's one level. Stepping up your game and creating a team. That's a risky level, but there's a lot of reward if you do it right. There's a lot of things that you can do in real estate. I encourage that you create different avenues of income to have different cash flow coming in. That doesn't require you to take too much of your time away from real estate, because you got to identify what is the most important revenue generating tool system that you have right now. For myself and many of you, it's going to be real estate. So do not lose focus on what the main goal is, and that's to become a successful real estate agent who can build amazing relationships and have a great referral system in place to continuously bring you leads, and which will transcribe into additional income and a healthy future. Once you get that all settled in, then yeah, go ahead and venture out into different income streams. And what I'm trying to get to is, I'm going to fast forward. I know we're like 12 minutes into this video, is investing. I'm only going to talk about a minute or two on investing because we're getting a little lengthy on this video, but you have to invest. You have to invest. If you invest now, the power of the compound effect is extraordinary, and you have to do it. So if you can leave with a few things, I'll leave you with this. Work hard as always. Build relationships so that your relationships can build you business. Focus on the most important. Budget, budget, budget. If you can't, if you're in debt, then you shouldn't be eating out. If you're in debt, you definitely shouldn't be going out to bars or fancy restaurants and living the lavish life, because you owe people money and those people need to get paid. If you're in debt, you definitely shouldn't be enjoying your weekends. You need to be working. Get out of debt and enjoy your life and build a future that no one can take from you. Invest in your future. There's many different avenues that you can go. We'll have a video on that later, but focus on you, focus on your business, focus on your future. You guys have a wonderful day. God bless.